Two vital parole bills, House Bills 1147 and 1156, are currently moving through the Maryland State House. Here's what you need to know. First, these bills will not lead to the automatic release of any person, and they do not change who is and who isn't eligible for parole. What these bills do is make the process fair, which is really important because parole hearings are closed to the public, and any decision made by two commissioners is not subject to appeal. Now let's go deeper into what the bills actually do. Once a person becomes eligible for parole, they have an automatically scheduled hearing. However, if they're denied parole at that first hearing, they have to apply for all future hearings. Unfortunately, the Parole Commission can and does refuse parole hearings in large numbers. According to DPSCS, the Maryland Parole Commission has refused over 1,000 people their parole hearing each of the last 2 years. Parole eligibility does not mean release. Parole eligibility simply gives someone the chance at parole. The release decision is ultimately made by the Parole Commission. Currently, Maryland is one of only 4 states that requires a person to apply for their next parole hearing. Even though they're eligible for parole, they're not guaranteed a hearing in Maryland. House Bill 1147 would modernize Maryland's parole system by setting up a predictable, automatic scheduling of future parole hearings for all incarcerated people. House Bill 1156, on the other hand, focuses on who conducts parole hearings in the state of Maryland. It's a common misconception that parole commissioners conduct all parole hearings, when by law, they are only required to conduct hearings for those convicted of homicide or serving a life sentence. The vast majority of people incarcerated in Maryland will have their parole hearing before a hearing examiner, an employee of the department who is not an appointed parole commissioner. The hearing examiner interviews the incarcerated person and submits a recommendation to the commission. House Bill 1156 would swap out hearing examiners for an expanded parole commission, ensuring that parole commissioners conduct all parole hearings. If you're an eligible person, the people appointed to conduct parole hearings and make parole decisions should be the ones meeting with you. We all know that the parole process needs these improvements. Let's make it happen.